Hi chicos, my name is Soshi and today we're reviewing Drops, a Kahoot English learning application. It has like several languages you can learn, Spanish. I think it's like 40 plus languages. The images that I have are limited because I did the free trial and I realized that you only have 7 days. And when I went back to reanalyze it and look at it, can't access it, but I still have some screenshots and some images, so we'll be going over that. Let's start off with Drops is a vocabulary focused learning application, so it's not really focused on whole language learning, more on increasing your vocabulary and learning what type of new words you can integrate into your language. Um, to get in, it's pretty easy. You take like a intro test and it asks you all your personal goals, how much time you want to spend, how many days a week, what language do you want to learn, what type of words, and then you can put are you beginner, intermediate, or advanced learner, and then it tests you to make sure that you go into the correct category. Um, so let's take a little bit of a look. It is a application that can be used on phones, tablets, any phone works, any laptop, desktop works. Here's a little image. So it kind of looks like this. You got your little icon on what language you're learning, what level you're on, how many days of streak, how much time you worked on it, how much you have left. Usually says your name, what category you can learn. So there's tons of categories, and we'll go over that in the next one. Um, Slide, and then it says like progress, how much you progressed in each level if you want to go back. And these vocab words are very focused on the thing that is talking about food. They only talk about food and what goes along with food. Um, and then they have challenges and they're little fun things you can do, holiday stuff, monthly stuff. Yeah, and it's pretty motivating. It's really fun for you to play the game. But like I said, it's very vocab based. There you go. So here are all the languages that you can learn. Here's a little bit of an example. It has topics, it has what type of words you want to learn, breaks down the lessons. You want to continue a topic. This is what it looks like. Usually has a picture, and then it has a word, and you can practice. Oh, sorry, listening to it and what it sounds like and what it looks like. Here's another one, a word association. What does this word mean? And then images, word searches, little fun stuff like that. These are the plan, $8.49 a month, or you can get the first 7 days for free, and then you get billed $69.99. And then lifetime is $159.99 one-time payment. I think it's very expensive, and there's no free version, so you don't get to use this if you're a teacher who's on a budget and wants to use this for free. So I saw that as a big downside. It was really disappointing to find out that this application isn't free, especially if it's a Kahoot application, because Kahoot's free. So you have to pay money and then you only have 7 days to try it. And it's a very limited, you don't get a premium right away. You have to pay into it, which I wasn't really willing to do. $6.99 a year was not in my budget. So I just did the 7 day trial, and then it would tell you like what's more advanced, what would you be able to get if you did pay into the $69.99, but you do get 7 days for free. So this is probably not an application that you can download and share with your students if you don't have a budget or your school isn't looking to pay for another application. So that's quite disappointing. Um, Everything comes in categories, food, travel. There's like 45 plus categories you can click on, and then it tells you like you learn words associated with that topic, like nature and animals. You learn different animal names, different nature terms. Remember, this is a vocab focused application. Um, yeah, but here's the good and the bad and what I thought. So good, has visuals, sound, images, helps in learning, easy to use, pretty straightforward. The visuals are pretty organized, but bad. Very repetitive words, repetitive activities. You can get bored really easily. I get that there's a lot of words you can learn, a lot of categories, but it's all basically the same thing being repeated over and over, the same words, same activities, lack of changes, lack of diverse teaching methods. If it teaches you one method, it usually keeps using that method, which is like fill in the blank or yes or no, is this word mean this? So I wish it had more diverse methods that were more engaging and also had better feedback. It barely gives you any feedback, it just tells you when you're wrong. And then no verbal practice, you don't get to talk to it. You hear some audios, but they're okay. It's kind of a general generated audio. Repetitive images, some of them they don't make sense because the colors or the images are in white with shades. The background's all one color. It can also get confusing. Um, so that's what's bad, that's what's good. Um, it uses picture cues, it helps it helps, so the focus is to be a repetitive activity to learn, but sometimes that can't be the best thing when you get tired, right? If you're gonna learn vocab, make it fun. So your progress, here's another thing, how to achieve. We talked about achieving, how there's motivation, there's the badges and the different stuff you get and challenges, but there's also like statistics tells you how many you got wrong, how many you got right, just motivates you on your own level. Uh, sorry. So yep, that is everything I have. I wouldn't recommend this for a classroom. I think it's quite disappointing. Um, it's overpriced. There's a lack of understanding of what works for students. Images, like I said, it's very repetitive. The images are kind of hard to see to tell what they are. Um, you can't access a free one, so I as a teacher wouldn't use this. So yeah, that's drops the Kahoot English learning application. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.